Hello and welcome to my latest video. Um, Today is the first day that I am out of a job, and though it wasn't immediate, I had time to, well, some time, not a lot of time. It hasn't been positive on getting a new position, and so right now I am without a job. And I've had some free time, and I started this 31 days of teaching myself tarot before finding this out. And when I did find out, I kind of dove in even farther. And all day today, well, this morning was fun, sleeping in, just getting up. And actually, I slept really well last night. Best sleep I've had in a long time. And oddly enough, since they told me I was going to not be renewed, I've been sleeping better. So that's another story. All day I've been wanting to do this reading, which is for myself. And reading for myself always, I don't want to turn the cards over. Reading for others, when I've had a chance to do that, it doesn't worry me as much because I'm just the conduit. But this is for me, and when it's for me, I'm invested in what the answers are, and then I'm also second guessing whether I'm reading what I want to read. But in any case, I've picked some oracle cards and a tarot deck. My Ancestral Path by Tracy Hoover will be my tarot deck, and then I have some oracle cards. I have the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, artwork by Danielle Noel. I have the Akashic Tarot that I'm actually using more as a oracle. That's by Sharon Ann Klinger and Sandra Ann Taylor. And then I have the Keepers of Light oracle cards. Basically, I'm going to do a spread with the tarot. I'm going to ask who my guides are going to be with the Keepers of Light. I'm going to ask the Akashic what I need to learn. And I'm going to ask the Starseed Oracle what I need to remember that I have forgotten. I have previously shuffled everything. I will do a last cut of the cards before I deal them, but I figured you didn't want to sit here while I shuffled, and so I just got to the good stuff. I'm a bizarre. I'm always trying to trick my brain. It's like, what did my brain want? It's going to be a 5-card spread. And then I'll turn them over later, but right now I'm just going to get all the cards. Those are my guides. Yeah, those people who are laughing at me, really, my brain is always trying to see if I can trick myself. I'm going to do all that, and I'm not even going to pick from the top. And this is what I need to... Oh, I pulled 2. Okay, I'm going to keep the 2. What I need to learn. We're going to take that one. And This card is what I have forgotten and what I need to remember. So let's see what I've got here. Ooh. Okay. And this is basically, I want to see my question basically is if I continue with trying to work from home with things that I create either with my hands or doing tarot cards or who knows, I don't know yet. But is it something I can do? Also, one of the things I've noticed that this deck, and it's one that I've used for years, that when I use other decks, some of the cards, though I see another one seem negative, aren't negative in this deck. So I've got my Three of Sacred Circles, which is here, learning a craft, bringing things together that are needed, and also separating from the tribe, or at least that's how I see this, to go find my own path. Oh, I'm sorry. So this is a current, unforeseen, positive. I've got 10 of Sacred Circles in the negative. Interesting. And then success or failure for the spread. So the King of Swords, who's looking on what I'm doing. So it's either someone that I don't know is watching what I'm doing and they're ready to help create, even though I don't realize it, probably may not expect it. And in my positive, I've got the Six of Swords, which is usually not considered positive, but constraints. Trips that I may or may not be going on or wanting to go on. But constraints or guidelines. How about guidelines? Very orderly. Things are peaceful because of the order that it's put on. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's peaceful there. We all know there can be a very crazy place no matter how peaceful, but in the process of making things so orderly and pretty and precise, you can calm meditation more. Sorry, I know I'm talking to myself. This is what I do. Now the Ten of Sacred Circles negative. How could that be negative? Well, it could be negative if it happens too fast. It happens too fast. Make outlandish expectations instead of something more grounded and attainable. Like assuming that just because you made a whole bunch when it's new, you'll continue to make that same level, when in reality it'll go back down and there'll be a different space. It's never going to be as high as where it started. I'm going to take the Ace of Cups for success or failure as success. I mean, that's the start of new ideas, new ventures, new... I like new, but I like the fact that it goes from 10 to 1, so completion, maybe that's the negative. You complete it and then go on to something new. The unforeseen, I like this King of Swords that's looking on. A mentor, if you will. a mentor of the mind. I'm much more mental. So, who are my guides? Krishna and Lord Ganesh. So, you've got Krishna, which is devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. And Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Well, that makes me feel better. And after all, who doesn't love Ganesh? So, I'll have to get my honey. Ganesh loves honey. I don't know as much about Krishna, but I will have to read up. I'm gonna read in the book, if you don't mind. Let's see. It's important at this time to move beyond the limitations of it's not meant to be and focus on if this is for my highest good, then the universe will take me there safely. Ganesh is not only bringing a clear light to you or to your external situation, but also helping you clear up any inner conflicts. When obstacles arise, know that they are just reminders that you care about your path and that you have the ability to change your current situation. Ganesh is here to help you. Thank him for clearing the way. To increase your connection to him, you may want to chant in Sanskrit, Om Gam Ganapatye Namaha. I hope I didn't butcher that too badly. And then for Krishna, you have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you're on a mental, emotional battlefield, but there are sweet messages of hope around you, around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself what will honor your soul and those around you. If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. Okay. I'm rather excited about that. Okay. These are what I need to learn. So, Lord Ganesh and clearing the way. And birth, which... oh, they're both fours. I got the Akashic thinking it was, and I open it right up to the Four of Keys. I'm just going to go to the Akashic Force definition, which is, with a deep breath, fill yourself with strength, force, and love that help you move any obstacle that blocks your path. Feel that love and power growing, gently moving through anything within and around you and freeing you completely. So that's good. The Akashic, so this one is actually one of the major arcanas in this tarot. And you think I'd remember what 4 is now, right? But I've had so many in my brain. Because 4 is the Emperor, but here you wouldn't think that would be the Emperor, right? So this card is associated with fertility, sensuality, and motherhood. There may be a new energy in a romance, the family, or home. It could bring giving birth to a creative project too. Whatever it is, celebrate. Prepare for the wonderful growth and opportunities that are to come. So I need to learn how to clear the way. Well, actually, clearing the way is one thing. Clearing the way for myself is usually really hard. When I need to remember that I have forgotten. Oh, that's a beautiful card. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, riding past wrongs, and uprootings. So I guess there's some things in my past. Actually, I did go through something that kind of like this earlier today. Look at that card. The roots underneath that are faces. It's a brilliant card. So I'll need to think about this. Find wrongs that need to be written, or uprootings that I need to reroot. I honestly don't know what this means yet, but that's for me to find out. So there will be obstacles. One of the obstacles would be this. I don't do well constrained, but I do understand the need for order and for rules to make things flow better. I just don't sometimes want to obey them. But I do have Ganesh and the Akashic Records to help me clear the way, to make things nice and easy, to birth my new project. And maybe this has to do with the community. Getting back to community, finding what I've done or what I need to do. But above all, I need to recognize the spirituality in myself and let it flow out to others. Well, there you go. Good, bad, otherwise, this is my reading for how I'm feeling and what my future might hold. Thank you for sharing, and hope to see you again soon. Thank you.